Alright, so today in this video, I had a sit down chat with my man, the Moe Flex. I had a chat with him talking about a bunch of different things about my life, about his life, about how everything's going in our mission to change the world. We're going to shatter all your beliefs about business, about mental and physical health, and everything that you could possibly think of. So let's get right into it. Everybody has the exact same goals. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants to have a nice car.
Everyone wants a better life. They don't want a better life.
And if they don't, they're lying. Like,
that's bullshit.
Continue to better myself, become a better version of myself every day.
We have to switch our mindsets on what we want to become.
I think that's the big thing.
You know, when you're around 5 crackheads, you'll become the 6. If you're around 5 badasses, you'll become the 6. You know what I'm saying?
You change yourself, and then you change the people around you. Then the people around you change, and then the people around them change. And now we've impacted the society. And we have to remember, like, we are society.
Living the same life over and over and over again, that is cringy.
Yeah, your content's cringy. Well, being broke's cringy. Like, not having anything in your bank accounts, that's pretty cringy.
Like, doing nothing about your current situation and expect something to come out of thin air, you're delusional. So what's up, Zach? How we doing right now? How you just got off a conference call, you said, or you just
got off a sales call. Yep. Got a nice little close. You know, you gave me that energy earlier, the king of energy, transferred it over.
Cool. How'd that go though? Like overall, like was it hard? Was it easy? Oh,
it was easy, bro. I'm telling you, when you practice, much as you know, I know you were practicing. I see you on your story too. Like when you practice enough, like it's always easy. Like it's not that it's easy, but it's like it's a lot more simple to overcome than you would think. Like a lot of people get like killed by the objections. Why? Because they didn't practice. But if they had practiced it and prepared for it, like I know you're doing, they would have been fine. So it wasn't too bad though. It's probably one of my top sales calls so far, bro.
Awesome. Well, see that's how proximity works. You know how Andy Elliott talks about that. He says, you know, when you're around 5 crackheads, you'll become the 6. If you're around 5 badasses, you'll become the 6. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we got to continue to network with one another, still share our energy, because otherwise, you know, you can't get that off of yourself. You need to be around a group of people that really want you to kill it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what we're doing over here. But now let's reintroduce ourselves. Obviously, everyone, hey, my name is Mo, the king of energy, the Moe Flex. I live in Sacramento, California. Let's go ahead and introduce yourself, Zach. Go ahead.
Sure. I'm Zach. I'm not as swole as Mo, but hey, I'm trying. I'm from South Carolina. Been in the sales space for a while. Met Mo through an Andy Elliott conference, and like, there we go, man. That's what it is.
That's all history from there now. So I guess we both were at the Redcon convention December 3rd of 2020. No, December 2nd or December 3rd?
I don't remember. I think it might have been both. Was it the 2nd and 3rd, or was it the 3rd and 4th? I don't remember.
I just knew it was 2 days. It was like a Friday and a Saturday. Yeah. So we went for the first time. The first day we had a workout, which kicked my ass. Did it kick your ass too?
Same here, man. I puked like 4 times, bro.
Oh,
I was like sick like the next morning. I was like, dang, I don't know if I want to eat breakfast, bro. My abs. Yeah, it kicked my ass too, bro.
I ended up doing it twice because I saw someone else go a second round, and that was like, you know what? If he can do it,
dang,
so can I. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to push myself, and then you know, seeing Andy up there, bro, was something else, man. You know, just. It created a new version of myself, and obviously it helped you become like a more ultimate version of yourself too as well, you know?
Yeah, same here, bro. It's like just the way he speaks, the way he like communicates, there's just so much to learn from like any big person. There's just so much to learn. Like the way, not just the way that they talk, but like what they're saying, the advice that they're giving. There's like, obviously there's something to know. Like a mentor is someone who's gone where you want to go, and that's what Andy's done. Like he's taken the sales level to the next level. He's gone in the entrepreneurship world, same thing. So for sure. And lives a kick-ass life.
And how about yourself? Like, what are your goals for this year?
Yeah, man. Kind of my goals right now are, continuing to scale the business, continuing to grow, but also like just continuing to put in that work in the gym, and creating that badass life that I try to get. So, I mean, continually putting in the inputs. You can't always control the outputs, but you can control the inputs. So, working out every day, getting the rest, the recovery that I need, but also like putting in that work in the business, putting in that work, and just continuing to better myself, become a better version of myself every day. I think that's the big thing.
I love that. I really do love that. Just hearing that makes me just want to go out there and kick ass right now. You know what I'm saying? there are a lot of people trying to do it, but but I feel like in today's day we have a lot more people that are not willing to do the work. We have a lot more people that are just trying to settle for less and expect more. They expect good things to happen off of bad decisions. So and that's why what you and I are doing, we're posting our lives, we're showing people the daily wins of what it takes to get to where we need to get to, because all we see, like I said before, is you just see the huge win. You don't see the day in, the day out of all the hard work, all the sweat, the 6 days, the 7 days a week, the no days off. All we see is these glimpses of these huge wins, and people just think it's so impossible because they don't see it on a daily basis. And that's what you and I are doing. You're working on your fitness, you're working on your business, I'm working on my fitness, I'm working on my business, and obviously we're going to show it through daily routines by showing up and posting it online. And that's what you and I have been doing. I've been seeing you, you've been seeing me, and we keep feeding off of that, feeding off one another.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is like everybody has the exact same goals. Everybody wants money. Everybody wants to have a nice car. Everybody wants to, live in a nice house. And if they don't, they're lying. Like, everybody wants that kind of stuff. But most people aren't, they don't want to put in the work to get it. Like, people want the output without putting in the inputs, and that's just not how it works. So, like, that's why, like, my mission is just to show people, like, here's what it actually takes. Here's what I'm doing to get the output that I'm getting. So that way, in like 10 years, people aren't like, yeah, you came up so fast. How'd that happen? It's like, it's those like 10, 15, 20 years of like putting in the work that no one saw. And so that's why it's like, you have to document that part so that other people in society can see it too.
Oh, 100%. No, yeah, that's been me this whole time too. I started a program called 75 Hard. You've heard of that?
Same here, man. Day 17 or 18 today. So you already know. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I completed it the first time and it led me into bodybuilding. So when you push yourself so hard to limits where you didn't think that was possible, then you can achieve new heights that you never thought that was possible. Like, I never thought, if I knew bodybuilding was going to be something for me, I would have did that years ago, but I didn't know it until the age of 30. But I was also around the right person, which was soon to be my future wife. And she's the one who believed in me and told me, hey, you can do it. But guess who said I couldn't do it? It was me. I was holding myself back. It was me. I didn't have the right voices in my head. And then you get around the right people over and over and over again, and you hear the same messages over that you can start to reprogram that failing mindset that we have, and it turns it into a winning mindset. But in order for that to happen too, you need to put in the action over and over and over and over and over again. So that's what happened with me. But what made you want to like flip the switch and just go all in on you?
Yeah, like probably like 3.5 years ago, I was like in a really dark spot. It was during COVID. The pandemic was at its high. I was just like sitting there, like drowning my brain cells, scrolling through TikTok, like looking at stuff that I probably shouldn't have been looking at on TikTok, just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling like most people my age do. And I thought that it was normal. I thought that was just how you're supposed to live, just grow up, get a job, live your whole life in debt. That's kind of how I thought, because that was just kind of what I was programmed to think by the school system and that kind of stuff. And then I was like, one day I was just like, dang, I can't live like this. And so as I was scrolling through, I saw this video from what's her name, like Riley Jade Fitness or something like that. She's like an online trainer, and she was talking about 75 Hard, how she did it, and like what it was. And I was like, this is what I need. I've tried to get in the gym before, I've tried to do this kind of stuff, but it's just not fun, and it's not something that I want to do. So I have to know, like, I need to reprogram my mind first, and then my body followed. And so I realized, like, with that program, like, I completely changed my life. I started 75 Hard. I like did all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I mean, it completely shifted my life. I was like 240 pounds, and now I'm down to like I was down to like 160. Now I'm bulking back up to like 180. And from there, I've like just made it my kind of like goal just to show people around me, like, okay, this same thing is possible. I was just this random kid that no one knew about. And now I'm like 18 years old. I'm out here running a business, like making good money, trying to dominate life and have a good lifestyle. And I just want to show the people around me, like, okay, it's possible, but you have to put in the work, and it doesn't just come easily. It comes through consistent action on a daily basis and having that kind of stuff as well. So, yeah.
I love that. I want to piggyback off of that. I was just reading the book Atomic Habits by James Clear, and pretty much what it was like, one of the the best parts of the book is it talks about the goal is not to read 30 books. The goal is to become a reader. The goal isn't to go to the gym 6 months. The goal is to become a fitness expert, or a person that
works out. Yeah,
exactly, just a person that works out. We have to switch our mindsets on what we want to become, because when we identify it as a part of us, we are more likely to do it over and over again. So I love that, and just hearing you just switch your mindset, because once you flip that switch and your mindset said, you know what, I'm doing this over and over again, it just became a part of you, instead of you just thinking, oh, I just have to do 75 days.
Well, yeah, that's how 75 hard is. Like, everybody looks at it like, oh, it's this trendy fitness challenge. Like, no, it's not. It's a lifestyle change. You have to completely shift the way that you think. Like, the goal of 75 hard is not just to get in shape. That's just like a side effect of it, right, that you get healthier. But it's like, change your mindset so that you can actually, consume the right information, get the right info, and then go change your life and show the people around you, like, through personal excellence, how you can actually change the world. And so that's like the big thing is, like, you change yourself, and then you change the people around you, then the people around you change, and then the people around them change. And now we've impacted the society. And we have to remember, like, we are society. Like, we are the ones that determine what happens with the world. We're the ones that determine our outcomes and the world's outcomes and the people around us outcomes. But if you don't have, like, the ability to put in the work, the people around you are going to do the same thing. So, yeah.
Dude, this is just as good as the first time we went on our first collab. So earlier today we were on a live stream, or not live stream, but we were on Instagram, and we were doing Instagram chatting, face chatting, whatever. Yeah. But anyway, we recorded it, but no audio. But it was really good. But this one's just as good, bro. So I'm really happy that we did connect, and I'm glad that we both went to this what is it, the meeting with Andy OmegaCon for that conference, because it connected me with so many awesome, amazing, beautiful people that are willing to work on themselves, willing to sacrifice certain things in order to get ahead. Because in order for us to live a big life, we can't act like normal people. And the thing is, we aren't normal people, and we are willing to get rid, we're willing to get rid of, how do you say, ridiculed? I can't say the word, but pretty much we're willing to go through all the shame of what people think is not cool, and like we're willing to take all the arrows, because we're going to be in the front of the line taking everything. But regardless, no amount of negativity, no amount of hate will stop you or me from making this world better, from making ourselves better, so that way we make the world better for our friends, our family, and anyone that lives here. Because everyone wants a nice house, everyone wants a nice car, everyone wants a better life. To say they don't want a better life, that's bullshit. That's utter bullshit. We all want a better life, but not everyone is willing to put in the work. But if you and I continue to show up every single day on Instagram, on Facebook, on whatever platforms there is, to show the world that it can be done, then people will follow, like that butterfly effect you were saying,
Yeah. Hey. I'll give you the air horn for that one, man. That was heat. That was super. But yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it is. That's, the message that I'm preaching too. It's like, I might not have the best day every day, but if I can still show people that, hey, even on like my worst days, I'm still putting in the work, like on Instagram or whatever, it's gonna, like, I've had so many people that have just DM'd me. They've been like, yo, your content's like great. Or people that walk up to me in the gym, they're like, yo, I've been seeing you like put in that work, like keep killing it. Like, I was feeling down the other day, and I saw your video and decided I should probably like go to the gym, get up off my ass, and like do something with my life. And so that's what it is. I mean, I get like some people that are like, yeah, your content's cringy. Well, being broke's cringy. Like, not having anything in your bank accounts, that's pretty cringy. Like, like being like out of shape, like just sitting on the couch eating Doritos all day, that's pretty cringy too. It's just like people don't see it. And so that's like exactly like what my kind of, mission is just like get people out of the house and like get them to do what they love. So
I don't know. Hey, that just makes me think of like living the same life over and over and over again. That is cringy. Like doing nothing about your current situation and expect something to come out of thin air. You're delusional. And this world is pretty delusional. We think we can have all these things without doing any of the work But that's where you and I come in, and
Yeah.
that's where all the other people that we communicate with too come in, and that's why we are going to change the world, no matter what the circumstances are. Doesn't matter who's in our way, doesn't matter what obstacles in our way. We will find a way to overcome it because we have each other. We actually do have, we have a connection with everyone that we need to get to where we want to get to. Well, if you can't find a deal, let's go talk to people. Let's make new connections. Let's go find new connections. Don't think it's a dead end road because you can't get a sale or you can't go any further. There are always other routes to go. It's just we have to create those new universes for ourselves. Because right now in this universe that I live in, I can accept that, hey, I haven't talked to anyone new, and that could be my universe for today, or I can open up 10 new universes and open up 10 new conversations, allowing 10 new possibilities of sales or friendship or potential collaboration in the future. And that's what you and I are doing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think it's all comes down to, like, I heard some statistic. It's like, well, you're like, I think it's 6 connections away from anybody or something like that. It's like, no matter who you know, you're like always statistically 6 connections away from like anybody in the world, from, Elon Musk, whoever you want to connect with, you can connect with them, but you have to get out there and like give the energy, give the positivity so that people will refer you over. And that's like exactly what happened. Like what you got to do. So,
well, before we get on off over here, what is one message you would send to the world to make it better?
Yeah, I think if you just change yourself, then the people around you will start to change too. And I think that we have to remember, like I said earlier, like we are society. Like we have to become society. We have to become the ideal society. We have to stop just like sitting around complaining. And I know I'm a victim of this in the past, like having the victim mentality and having like, I'm just going to complain about how bad society is. But like, you are the one that has to change it. You have to change your micro society by changing yourself, changing the people around you. Then those people change the people around them, and it just butterflies, right? It continues to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more people that we can change lives, the more people that we can impact. If we impact one person and save one person's life, that's going to save the people around them, right? So the bigger impact here is not just, go out and post content. Like it's like, okay, build the connections with people, help people out when they need it. Then they'll come and reciprocate that value back to you and to the people around them and change society. That's how we fix society, how we make it better. So work on yourself, self-develop, go to the gym, get in the gym. And it's the stuff that you always hear, you should be doing it, but you just decline that you shouldn't be doing it, right? You just say like, well, I don't need to go to the gym today. It's, I'm kind of sore. Like, no, this is the day that you need to get into the gym, because if you can get into the gym on the days that you don't feel like it, and get in the gym on the days that you do feel like it, actually get in shape, and then change your life, change the lives around you, and change society as a whole.
Love it, bro. That's fire, man.
Yeah.
That's fire.
If someone had to ask you, what's your message, what would it be?
My message is to, this is something I believe deeply. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter if you have a disability or not. We all have a heart, and we can all be good to one another. And we need to raise the standard of how we treat people to make this world better. Because in order for us to have that better world, we need to raise our own standard and take people up to the next level by treating them like they have never been treated before, with kindness and love and energy. And that's what I try to do. I try to bring peace, love, unity, and respect to the world on a daily basis. I'll go out, I'll smile at people, I'll treat them good, I'll compliment them, because people don't get compliments anymore. We don't just walk down the street and just like, hey man, you look great, have a good day. No, we don't get that. People don't do that, but I do. So that's my message to the world. Go out there, be such an outstanding individual that 10 years down the road, they just remember you. Oh, I remember that one guy. He just made me feel so good. He said I was amazing, and it just sparks a little bit of light, a little bit of energy within them to make their day. And then somehow they feel that energy and they can give it to someone else. And that's what we need to do. Give good energy so that way they receive it, and then that way they can give it to someone else and make that other person have a beautiful day. And that's what we can all do together to make the world a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Amen. That's
Hell
powerful.
yeah, bro.
Yeah, for sure.